Hello everyone, this is Squallcasting bringing you yet another game of StarCraft 2. In this game, we have Zenek's Menta as the blue Protoss on the left-hand side, and over here, we've got TSL Hyun as the teal Zerg on the right-hand side of the map. And honestly, I don't really know much at all about either of these two players. Obviously, both players of relatively prominent teams, Team Zenex and TSL, but I don't know anything beyond that, so we'll see what happens. I can't recall the name of this map, but you got two Zelnaga watchtowers to help you keep an eye on a lot of stuff, and interestingly, there are island maps, or not island maps, island bases that you can take. And you can see the GSL logo here. I do believe this is a GSL map that they use in their tournament. And also there's a creep tumor that's just put down there where you would put your hatchery or your command center. And basically, if you want to take these island maps, you also need to kill that creep tumor. So I don't know that I've ever seen players take them on the games I've seen on this map. Maybe like once in a game that was going for like 50 minutes. But other than that, yeah. So Teal just, Hyun, just sending his overlord down here just to check things out. I do also like that there are numbers. This is the second potential spawn location. Up here we have the third. So I guess they're in the first and fourth respectively. And taking his hatchery first. So, a little bit risky by him. But that said, Zenex is going for the Forge Fast Expand with a Nexus first, so he's not really going to be able to do any sort of aggression anyways. So both players is going for very, very economy-oriented openings. In all likelihood, we will see Hyun try to get down here and take his third in a hurry as well before he gets any gases at all. Because that's pretty standard in Zerg versus Protoss at the moment. Hyun just moving a drone around, I suppose, just to check for pylons. Because the hatchery on its own really doesn't see very far. It sees about as far as this. So it's very easy for a Protoss player to just throw down cannons like here, if there isn't an Overlord keeping an eye on things. Hyun is spreading his Overlords out nicely, just to see as much of the map as possible. Not sure where he wants to position this one. Okay, probably going to plop it above the high ground there, so that way it can't be attacked. Not sure why there's... Oh, I see. There are destructible rocks in front of their natural entrances. So, okay, yeah, and Menta is using that as part of his wall. So there can be some strategic possibilities there. If, say, you're laying siege to somebody that has a full wall and is in a very defensive position, you could potentially just kill those rocks and then have a wide open area to surge on through. So, a nice little touch, I like it. Teal doesn't look like he's going to take a high ground without Overlord, taking it with this one. This one instead just going to swing on in, check things out. Gonna need to alter its flight path a bit if it doesn't want to die that photon cannon. Hopefully he will notice that. Okay, good. That's always so a bit embarrassing. And Hyun indeed taking his third. And just moving a couple lings out across the map just to take the watchtowers. And also to deny this probe. Not sure where he was sending that. Oh, this is his scouting probe. He hasn't actually seen him yet. Yeah. So, gonna be able to kill him. But swinging on up here, he won't see any hatcheries, so he'll pretty much know that Hyun is not here. Cybercore finishing up for Menta. And Hyun has got a spawning pool, no gases yet, getting queens at all of his hatcheries. Just getting that economy going. And indeed, Menta scouts in, sees the third base, so knows everything is oh so standard. Menta does have his two gases up. He is getting a Twilight Council. Okay. We'll have to see if this will be for something like Blink play, if he's going to go Dark Templar. I would think not Dark Templar, as he's only taking his third gas now. If he wanted to go Dark Templar, I suspect he would already have all four gases. Just because Dark Templar costs so much gas to get. So, based on 3 gases, I would guess a Blink play. But we'll have to see what happens here. Hyun, on the other hand, has also gotten 2 of his gases. No gases here or here yet. Pretty typical stuff. We'll have to see what he wants to move into. He could do the very, I guess at this point, standard Zerg thing where he just drones up like crazy until his economy is basically perfect for 3 bases, and then just floods roaches, and then has 200 food of roaches at the 13-minute mark. And Menta deciding to just make me look like an idiot is indeed throwing down a Dark Shrine right there. Also getting more gateways, so I will admit I'm not a Masters level player. I'm Diamond in all the leagues, so my knowledge of timings of dashes and whatnot, honestly, it isn't perfect. I watch a lot of pros play, but I don't always pick up on all the details, so I apologize for my inaccurate prediction. Sadly, I am not yet Artosis or Day9, or any of those other wonderful casters that I so enjoy watching. This probe going to run on forward, and since these Zerglings don't have speed, they kind of can't do that much. They're able to catch up and pick at it a tiny bit every once in a while, but Hyun does indeed get a beat on that pylon, going to kill it, and just prevent any forward warpins. And that could be kind of rough for Menta, because he needs those forward warpins to really get his Dark Templar anywhere. So we'll see what happens. Throwing down even more gateways, wow. And stockpiling a ton of gas, and just choosing to warp his Dark Templar in there, because that's really the only option available to him right now. Let's see. Okay, so Hyun does indeed have his lair done. So as soon as he notices... Oh, and he already knows something is up. He's got an Overseer now. I think this is curtains for Menta. He's going to lose those Dark Templar, and that's going to be it. Or Hyun just either isn't going to notice or is... Okay, now he's noticed. Finally turning around. So these Dark Templar will be able to do a little bit of damage before things finish up, but this Overseer here going to finish up in a hurry. And this is pretty all in by Hyun. He has 65 supply to 108, and Dark Templar tech just takes so very long to get that unless you deal a lot of damage with it, it just ain't worth it. This queen might die, but no, it all gets picked off. And Menta definitely in an awful position. We'll see what he tries to transition into. Would be nice to see him maybe try to get some Dark Templar and morph them into Archons. But honestly, unless he has absolutely perfect control, he's just not going to win. He is doubled on supply right now. He does have a fair number of sentries out, so he will be able to force field for quite a while, but still, that's just way too much stuff from Hyun. And Hyun is probably going to just be able to kill these rocks in it. Menta, that is a terrible decision. Menta, what do you do? Menta. Oh, I don't know why he thinks he can break down these rocks. He's in a terrible position. But throwing down some pretty decent force fields, trapping a lot of units in. But these roaches are dealing damage, and they're just way too much. Menta can try to force field all day long, but he is starting to catch up on supply. Hyun has stayed about the same, and as I say, that surges forward by 10. And he's just kind of throwing units into the jaws of death just to burn sentry energy. Honestly, I feel like he should just pull back a little bit, kill these rocks, and just open up a ton more space for him to work with. Menta definitely having a bit of trouble with the pressure. He's not macroing very well, has a ton of minerals banked up. So it could be nerves getting to him a little bit. Again, trying to break down those rocks, it feels really odd, but then again, I guess he feels like he needs to expand if he's going to get out of this. And that forge is definitely going to die, preventing the armor upgrade from finishing. A whole bunch of roaches surging forward, dealing damage. Hyun is just continuing to macro behind us, has taken his 4th, but for the moment choosing to fall back a little bit. And Menta has held this pretty well. He had so many force fields, and he does have 2 immortals in that mix now, so might be able to hold on here, but we'll see. And yeah, I'm running forward, one-shotting a gateway, or almost one-shotting, but killing it for sure. But yeah, and this army isn't looking nearly as devastating as it was a few minutes ago. But these rocks are open now, and that gives Hyun a whole new position from which to attack. Getting in, taking out some stalkers, falling on back. Still keeping an overseer with his army, just in case Dark Templar are warped in. Very smart. Doesn't want to be losing units to nothing. And this entrance is really open now. And there's going to need to be about, well, a lot of force fields to really deny that. And he's just pushing on in, flooding units through, dealing damage. So many force fields going down, but these sentries do not have infinite energy. In fact, they are basically dry. Those were the last force fields he was able to do, and Hyun just doesn't care. He's just continuing to make lings and roaches behind this. Menta trying to expand, but I don't think he's going to be able to hold that. And we got the pincer attack coming now. Bunch of units here just to divert things. Running the rest of his units in, going to be able to kill tech, kill buildings, kill probes. This definitely looks like the end for Menta. And GG. So well played by Hyun. Oh, it looks like this was a Zotac Cup game. So thanks to them for providing this replay to the community. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video here. Please do leave comments in the comment section below. Wow, why are the outtakes so hard today? Oh my goodness. The last video I did too, I just like froze for half a minute. And I was like, oh yeah, I should probably say thanks for watching the video now. And you know, mention that I like feedback and comments and subscriptions. But that one too is really awkward. Okay. Well, anyways, thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do leave comments in the comments section below. I'm always trying to improve my casting. I love getting my videos liked, and I love subscriptions. And I will see you guys later.